Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mythical Creatures with Fia. Today we are going to be doing a brief overview of the Fae, and I'm sorry for, being late on our last video, which is going to be posted around the same time as this one. It's actually saving right now. Okay, so this is actually recorded on my camera. The other one is right here.
In recent years, from the Victorian age up, were depicted as tiny little pixie-like creatures that are like big, with little wings, and were like super sweet and would help you with anything, and that's not who they are. Old folk tales depicted them as tall, radiant, with angelic beauty, or alternatively, they were not quite so pretty, but they were like wise trolls that, lived in hills. The Celtics believed that the Fae were driven into hiding by invading humans, and that's why they live in fairy hills and forests or fairy mounds and forests and all of that. That's also why they like to mess with us. They are known for their mischief and sometimes even malice. They are said to have many different powers. A lot of it sort of depends on whether they like humans or not, or if they're light or dark, or what type of element that they tend to use with their magic. There are so many different types of Fae out there. It would take an hour to tell all of them. A lot of the folklore that surrounds them are telling you how to prevent them from stealing your child and replacing them with changelings, or how to protect yourselves against them, how to, how to interact with them if you run into them, and to get away from them as fast as you possibly can. One fun fact that I read is that apparently they are unable to lie, but that doesn't mean they're not going to trick you. They are very, very good at mincing up their words and confusing people and, saying one thing that sounds like this but actually meaning this, and it's simply because of how they worded it. Another thing is, you do not say thank you to a Fae if they did something nice for you. To them, that is saying, basically, you are going to forget the deed that they did. It's a past thing, and that you are not planning on reciprocating with your own good deed. They want you to remember what they did, and if you don't, they're not going to be happy. There was actually, historians believe they might have actually been minor gods and goddesses, similar to a nymph or a tree spirit, and they can be connected to any element, and again, they can be light or dark. And basically, when I'm saying light or dark, because it's really positive or negative, and some use their powers for nice things and others don't. They are seen as helpers with a lot of things when it comes to nature, especially with the seasons changing. They will go around and they will help wake up the plants and, help keep gardens going and, bring them back up. And they have many, many titles. They are called the good folk, hidden people, or little people. In Scandinavia and Germany, they are elves, nixies, and kobolds. In Persia, they are referred to as Paris, which is, they're considered evil female spirits for, the natural disasters that they bring with them when they come to you, but they are also considered good in the way that they will actually, help bring a dead spirit into the afterlife. So they're really good for guidance. In Arabic, they have an equivalent to it. It's not quite the same thing as a fae. It's a jinn, or a, more commonly known as a genie. They are, but the difference is they're actually invisible, and a lot of people say that they will grant your wish. In India, their equivalent is bangas, or bongos. I'm not sure how to say it, but they're evil fairies, basically. And, with all the different variants on what Fae are and what they do, it wasn't until the 15th century that they were actually categorized into an element, like into the 4 elements, with like generalized names under them. The guy who did that was an alchemist named Paracelsus. I think I'm saying that right. he classified them into 4 categories based on elements that they use for their magic. If they use air, they're called sylphs. If they use earth, they're called gnomes. If they use fire, they're salamanders. And if they use water, they're undines or undines. You pick a fae out of a crowd, and they're going to be totally different from the one standing right next to them. They are their own personalities, and yes, you can categorize them, but you can categorize them just about as easily as you can categorize a human being. I hope you guys have a wonderful night/day. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any suggestions on another creature that I can do, then comment below. And if you want to join the Sup Squad, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want to get notifications whenever we post a new video.